guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial for you guys. It is Olivia Culpo inspired again. I know I recently did a tutorial on her, but I saw this picture of her on Instagram and I just fell in love with the makeup look. So I went ahead and looked up the makeup artist that did it and she listed all the eyeshadow products that she used. So I'm going to go ahead and recreate it for you guys. It is another look using the Master Palette by Mario, so I hope you guys enjoy it and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so as always I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. If you don't need to prime your eyes, I am incredibly jealous of you, but I always need to, unfortunately. Next, for a brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with MAC BLANC Type, which is that shadow right there. I'm going to go ahead and apply this as my brow bone highlight like I said. This is always kind of one of my favorite brow bone highlights, my go-to for a matte shade, just to put right underneath the brow and then blend it down into the rest of my eye look. So like I said, we are going to be using the Master Palette, again by Mario. I'm going to be taking the shade LULA, and I'm taking this Luxie 205 taper blending brush. I'm going to put this right into the crease, going back and forth and blending it upward. Of course, as always, this is going to be our transition shade, so just going back and forth and really making sure that you blend this shadow out so it's nice and seamlessly blended. Then I'm going to go in with Compose. This is by Sigma. This is an eyeshadow base, and I'm taking my Sigma large shader brush. This is the E60. I'm going to go ahead and apply this right onto the lid shade. They still have this in stock. I actually got this a really long time ago and thankfully it's not dried out at all. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over the lid, not really going above the crease too much, just applying it all over the lid. Then going in with NYC out of the Master Palette, and I'm going to go ahead and press that right on top. Putting that base down is really going to give this eyeshadow more of a vibrancy. It's really going to just bump up the shadow as you see here. And also you want to make sure that you set the cream shadow with a powder, of course, as always. And then after that, I'm going to go back into my MAC palette. I'm taking the shade EMBARK on my MAC 217, which is actually what I started with. And this is going to be the crease shade, blending our lid shade into our transition. Now, I started with this MAC brush, but I felt like it was too fluffy. I had just actually washed my brushes, so I felt like it was too fluffy, so I went in with my Sigma E25, and that did the job for me. So I'm just going to go back and forth, blending it up slightly because I do have hooded eyes, so I do like to blend my crease shadows up a little bit more than normal. But like I said, just going back and forth into the crease to get this blended to your liking, and then I will go back with my big fluffy brush and I will blend the shadows into each other a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Muse with my same brush I've been using this whole time. It's the E60, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this shade right to the inner half of my lid. It adds some dimension to this look, and it's also what I saw in the picture, I hope. I did see that the inner corner was not as dark as NYC, so I thought Muse was definitely the color that she used. And then, of course, as always, going in and blending everything out, as always. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on a coat of mascara to prep for false lashes. The mascara I'm using is by Gueritey, but of course any black mascara that you have will do. And then for lashes today, I'm going to be using my simple, tried and true, holy grail Ardell lashes, and these are in the style Wispy. They're very, honestly, one of my favorite. They're very natural. I use them on all my clients, and they're just one of my favorites. Then to go ahead and do my face and that little hand movement. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I'm using my Becca Cosmetics Backlight Filter Primer. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over the face and then of course blend it out with my hands. I am going to be going in with a matte foundation, so I knew this would be perfect to put down for more of a glowy base to my foundation. Then for foundation, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 5.5. I'm putting it on my Sigma concealer brush, which is the F75, applying it all over the face first, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. And as you can see, to cover the whole face, it only took one pump, which was absolutely amazing to me. And then I went ahead and just added a little bit more down my neck so everything was one color because it was a little bit tanner than I normally am, but that's all right. We're going to move on. For concealer, I'm going in with this Dermacolor concealer palette. This is by Krylon. I'm going to go ahead and apply this right under the eyes. I've actually had this for a while, and I've never used it. I was going through my drawers in my Alex drawer, and I saw this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use this today, and I really love it. So now I'm actually thinking I should get this for my makeup kit. Of course, I just always spend money on my makeup kit. So going in with the lightest color, I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over the face to conceal my under eyes as well as to highlight. And then going in with my beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend all that out. And after all of our concealer is nice and blended out, I'm then going to go ahead and set everything. I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder as always, and I'm using my Sigma F35 brush to go ahead and set the under eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and also set the highlighted areas of my face that I also put down concealer on, and I also going to go ahead and just dust it all over my face as well. I do press it into my under eyes as well as on the center of my forehead area because I do get a little bit of an oily consistency up there. Ew, that sounded really gross. But then when it comes to the rest of my face, I do pretty much dust it on because my face is pretty much normal, especially right now, normal dry. So I do dust it onto the rest of my face, but when it comes to the highlighted areas and my concealer, I do like to press it in. To bronze, I'm going in with my MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Dark with my Sigma powder brush. I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up the face first because I am looking quite flat, so I wanted to go ahead and start bronzing up before I go ahead and contour even more. So just going in all the areas pretty much where I contour just to bronze up the face a little bit and add some warmth, and then going in with my Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette with my MAC Contour Brush, which I have linked down below for you guys. I will go in and chisel out my face even more to contour even more. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. First, I'm going in with my Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown. I pretty much just outline my brows and fill in a little bit at the tail where it's sparse. And then I do go in with my brow powder in Soft Brown, and that's when I go ahead and fill in my brows using the powder. And now brows are done, thankfully. So now I'm going on and doing blush. I'm using Flower Child by Becca with my Sigma F05 contour brush. I am taking very little of this blush. It is very pigmented, but I am just doing a very light coat of this blush color. As you see, I'm just putting it all over the cheeks and on the apples of the cheeks as well. And I actually wanted to go ahead and mix another blush in because I wanted to add a little bit of a neutral color. And this is in the saddle. This is the Aura Powder by Sigma Beauty. And I am mainly putting this on the cheeks. Not really on the apples of the cheeks as much. That's where Flower Child pretty much is, but I am just going to put this on the cheeks. Then for highlight, I'm going in with Tiari by Jouer Cosmetics with this Morphe brush, which I will have linked down below for you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this down first. I have been always, all summer long, and now I've been loving putting the cream highlight down first and then going in with a powder because it just makes the highlight even more intense, and you guys know me, I love my highlights. And then for powder on top, I'm going to go ahead in with my Artist Couture Cocoa Bling, which is pretty much, I think, one of my favorite highlighters. Like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Anyway, I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. Gorgeous. Okay, so now back to the eyes because I can't take the highlight. So now I'm just going in with my Sigma blending brush with no additional product on it. I'm just going to go ahead and start to blend up the shadow a little bit more because I do like to add the lashes and everything and then see what I need to do on top. Going back in with NYC, I'm taking my E30 pencil brush by Sigma. I'm just going to go back and forth and apply this right on the lower lash line and making sure that I connect the outer corner of the upper lid and the lower lash line together so the whole eyeshadow look is one. And then going in with Muse again, I'm going to go ahead and apply this right in the inner corner, pretty much like we did on the upper lid. I'm just kind of pretty much, like I said, copying what I did up there and making sure that everything is nice and blended out with my Sigma E25 brush again. I really love using this on the bottom because I feel like it just really blends out the whole look. For inner corner highlight, I really just grab whatever highlight I had, but this is one of my favorites. It's by Soleha Beauty, and this is in the shade Hollywood Gold. I'm applying that as my inner corner highlight, and it just is one of the best highlights out there. I love this one as well so much. For liner, I'm going in with my Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyeliner in Onyx, and I'm actually going to tight line my upper waterline using the black first because I did not do wing liner and anything like that, so I do love to tight line my upper waterline because then it helps with making the false lashes blend into my eye look, and I really love doing that. But then for liner, for my waterline liner, I'm changing it up on you guys. I know. I'm going with MAC Costa Riche. I know. Groundbreaking. So first I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back of my hand to warm up the product and then putting it on my waterline. It's just a really beautiful liner, perfect for fall. It's like a brownie, bronzy eyeliner. I really love it. And then last but not least, the last step for the eyes is I'm applying a coat of mascara to the lower lashes. I am using my Galactic mascara again, but any black mascara that you have will do. Make sure you take your time when it goes to applying mascara on the lower lashes, because since we do have a colored eyeliner, I don't want to get any black on that eyeliner, so take your time. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply a coat of mascara to the upper lashes, because these aren't mink, these are Ardell lashes, but I do like to go ahead and apply a coat of mascara because it just really bumps up these lashes even more. And as you can see, the eyes are done. Now for lips, I'm going in with MAC lip liner in Subculture. I am going to be mixing 2 lipsticks, so this is just always my go-to lip liner. It's very nude, very honestly minimal. You can see it, but it's not too much of a lip liner, so this is always one of my go-tos. So as you can see, I am just lining my lips as always using this lip liner. And then for lipstick today, I am going to be combining 2 because I saw in the picture of Olivia that her lipstick had a bit of a purple undertone to it, or like a pinky purple. So I'm going to be mixing Stila Caramello, which is a liquid lipstick by them, which is one of my favorite nudes. And then I am going to be adding a little bit of Kat Von D Requiem, I hope I'm saying that right, which is really a nice purple kind of liquid lipstick. And I'm going to combine the 2 and apply it on my lips using my Sigma L05 lip brush. And as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips with that, fill in my lipstick, and then the look is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. I can't